What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers Doomsday. Now, you've probably heard some nonsense about Doomsday getting delayed with the filming in England. No, I hate to tell you that's actually fake news. No one actually had a concurrent date because none of these scoopers or trades actually work for the studio. They don't publicly say exactly when they're going to start shooting. Sometimes studios do, but Marvel doesn't normally go, yo, we're starting to shoot Avengers 5 on April the 31st. So, the day that everyone was spouting was actually March the 31st, and now reports are saying, oh, it's been delayed to April. No, it's not been delayed. No one actually knew when it was going to start shooting. So, this information is going around the internet again. But what's interesting now is I've been saying this for at least 6 months on this channel that Jonathan Majors Kang will actually have to be in Doomsday because it's not going to make any sense without Kang being there, even if Kang's just comes in to be killed off. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Voice you here if you're new around the Matrix, never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let us know down below. Do you want Kang the Conqueror back? Well, you better do, because it doesn't make any sense. How are they going to tie together the Ant-Man 3 post-credit scene, the ending of Loki, if there's no Kang? Dr. Doom just can't appear out of the thin air. Clearly, based on the Captain America 4 post-credit scene, they're like, yo, something's coming, someone's coming. Are they on about the Kang that allegedly went to the Beyondverse, or are they on about Doom, or are they on about anyone? They could literally be on about Sentry, The Void. They could literally be on about anybody. Didn't say it was a villain, did they? Also, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful face, and check us out on Twitter. Warstu, yay! Right, let's go. So, this information technically came from me, really, because I've been saying it for over 6 months now. But, you know, Jeff Snyder came out and said, yeah, I'm hearing that Kang is coming back. And now everyone's favorite wannabe scooper, My Time to Shizzle, is going, I'm hearing. I've heard that they're gonna finish the arc as they want to finish the arc of Kang. Now, they've not actually come out and said anything. They've said they want the Kang storyline wrapped up. They've not actually exclusively said Jonathan Majors. You know, Jonathan Majors absolutely slayed the role of Kang the Conqueror. In Ant-Man 3, his acting is insane, and also in the Loki series. Whether you like Ant-Man 3, you have to admit, you're lying to yourself if you say that Jonathan Majors isn't a good actor. Now, would he come back just to be killed off? I don't think they should do that. They could bring Kang back and have him just be a lackey, if you like, for Doctor Doom. Because realistically, this is the biggest issue that people are having with Marvel at the moment. There is like 25 post-credit scenes that make no sense. Like, so many post-credit scenes. It's not necessarily that they don't make sense. It's just that they haven't gone anywhere. And will the Captain America 4 post-credit scene go somewhere? Well, yeah, definitely, because they haven't really teased anything up. They're like, yo, there's other worlds out there. Yo, there's other people out there. Do you think it's just us? Like, it's so, like, loosely worded. Now, if they are going to bring Kang back, would it be Jonathan Majors? Now, a famous actor recently came out and said, yeah, he did sit with Marvel, but he didn't really want that role. So, what's interesting is, information's came out recently that Johnny Depp is actually back at Disney and he's going to be doing a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Now, I don't know if that's true. I've not really looked into it, but we do know that Disney, Marvel fired James Gunn because of tweets and stuff. Then they rehired him. So is Marvel famous for rehiring people? Yes. Would Jonathan Majors' pride let him come back? Would he, you know, have to swallow his pride to come back? I believe he would come back. But I don't believe he'd come back if he just gets killed off in Avengers Doomsday. But for a continuity point of view, Jonathan Majors, Kang, is actually probably the most important person going into Doomsday for the multiversal saga to make sense, because the biggest criticism we've had of the multiversal saga is there's literally no connective tissue. There's been so many okay, not that many. There's been so many random movies. Like, you could even say Deadpool and Wolverine didn't really add much context to going forward. Yes, it did, but there wasn't any kind of teaser towards a greater threat. It was just, you know, a multiversal movie. Captain America 4, I set for literally them saying, oh, Sam, you need to form a new Avengers squad. And then basically pushing Sam Wilson to be, you know, Captain America and to be the leader of Avengers. And also the post-credit scene that clearly was shot multiple times. There really isn't any kind of push for what's coming next. Thunderbolts looks pretty cool. As we know, it looks like Bucky's got his own team, the Thunderbolts, aka Dark Avengers. But realistically, are we going to get any connective tissue to, like, you know, either Kang or Doom? Most likely not. We know that Michael Waldron's story for KANG'S Dynasty and Secret Wars has been scrapped, but it can't really be scrapped fully. It's probably like partially scrapped. They're probably going to use parts of it, so to speak. Now, the Fantastic Four movie is the only movie where you could realistically put RDJ Doctor Doom into the equation. Obviously, we know that Doom is normally, predominantly, a Fantastic Four villain, but we know he's predominantly... Now, Marvel have come out and said he's only going to be a villain for Avengers 5 and 6, and he could appear in literally every TV show and every other movie that comes out between now and obviously Avengers Secret Wars, which is meant to come out in 2027. But is there going to be any connective tissue in this movie? We don't know. In the Fantastic Four movie, obviously there is the hidden person that was on set. Most people seem to think that is Doctor Doom, RDJ, or they seem to think it's a variant of Reed from the Council of Reeds. Now, the issue they do have is with the normies. Now, I don't mean people that watch YouTube videos and, you know, actually care about trailers. People that don't know anything, that literally don't follow anything, is how are you going to go from Kang being set up with Loki Season 1, Loki Season 2, also being set up in Ant-Man 3, to RDJ Doctor Doom randomly appearing? There's got to be some story. So that's why I think they could have a pretty good story to reintroduce Kang to a certain degree and not just bring him back to kill him off in like a 2-minute scene. Now, that would be freaking insane if that is the plan, but I don't think they should do it that way. Like I've always said that Jonathan Majors should have not been fired for a misdemeanor, realistically, right? He was only found guilty of a misdemeanor, taking his phone back. Realistically, the other charges, they didn't go anywhere. The misdemeanor was basically for snatching his phone back that was already snatched out of his own hand. Allegedly for reasons. So I don't think there's any reason why he can't come back. They rehired James Gunn, didn't they? If reports are true about Johnny Depp returning, that's again a rehiring, even though Johnny Depp again won the case. He didn't appear in the eyes of the law. Didn't appear like he basically won the case, which means he didn't do anything wrong or whatever. So can they bring Jonathan Majors back? Sure, he's just about to be in a movie where he's playing a bodybuilder. And as I said, he's a very good actor, looks very good. Was really good in the Creed movie with Michael B. Jordan. Such a good talent, and they shouldn't just bring him back to kill him off. And I've always been on the camp that he shouldn't have been fired because the Kang storyline is fire if they pull it off. I know people are like, oh, the Doctor Doom and Doctor Doom storyline so much better. Well, why don't they just use both of them and have Doom and Kang working together rather than bring him back just to kill him off? In my opinion, that'll be freaking pointless. Now, we've had some internet theorists, you know, say the reason the shooting has been delayed is because Kevin Feige is trying to get Jonathan Majors back. I mean, that doesn't make... So many of these scoopers come out with stuff that makes literally no sense. Because even if Kang is going to play a role in this movie, it's not going to be the main person, is he? No. And also, with the original plan, we went over Michael Waldron's, you know, Secret Wars plot recently. He wasn't supposed to return until Secret Wars and come back as the Beyond Kang. So he could still do that version. He could still come back as the Beyond Kang at some point. But as we know, Doctor Doom's going to want to, you know, save the universe. So Loki's going to have to be heavily involved. But as Kang's freaking everywhere, Ramatut's still out there. We've still got loose ends with the Kang storyline. The ending of Loki Season 2 did not end everything. Literally, they were still monitoring certain Kangs. And there's been certain teases towards Ramatut, so on and so forth. So bring Kang back. More importantly, bring Jonathan Majors back as Kang. No point replacing him. And if he's just going to be killed off, you don't even need to see his face. So like always, guys, let us know, what do you think about this rumor that's been going around? Even though I've been saying this should happen for literally like the last 6 months. So like always, guys, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.